Have you ever walked into a room, met someone new, and just, felt that connection click?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe sometimes felt that little bit of awkwardness, wondering if you said the right thing.
Oh, definitely. We've all been there.
Yeah, those first few moments, those initial greetings and introductions, they feel simple, but they're actually packed with meaning.
They really are.
They
Far
are.
more than just pleasantries.
Exactly. It's like this unspoken social code, isn't it? Tiny decisions shaping the whole interaction.
Absolutely.
So today we're taking a deep dive into mastering that code.
Sounds good.
And this isn't about just memorizing phrases you learned way back when.
No, definitely not just vocabulary lists.
Right. Our mission here is to really peel back the layers, understand the why behind common English greetings and introductions.
Getting into the nuances.
Yeah, and equip you with those nuances so you sound effortlessly natural, confident, whether you're meeting a new colleague or just saying hello to a neighbor.
Making it work in real life.
Precisely.
Mm.
We've pulled insights from a really practical guide focusing on what actually makes everyday English conversational and impactful.
Straight to the actionable stuff.
Yep. So let's unlock the power of those first impressions.
Let's do it.
Okay, so where do we start? Logically, right at the beginning, the art of the opening.
Makes sense. The very first words.
And it's not just what you say, is it? It's also about when and how.
Absolutely. Context is key.
You might think a simple hello works anytime, anywhere, but our material actually highlights how these greetings depend quite a bit on context.
Mm-hmm. Especially time of day and sort of the level of formality you're aiming for.
Right.
And what's fascinating here is just how quickly these tiny phrases signal your social awareness, or lack of it sometimes.
Huh, yeah, good point.
I mean, imagine walking into a 9 a.m. meeting and booming, "Good evening."
Right, it just feels weird, instantly awkward.
Exactly. So the core greetings, like hi, that's your friendly, informal one, great for casual situations. Then hello is a bit more neutral, very versatile, good choice if you're not quite sure how informal to be.
Got it. Safe bet.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Then you've got the time-specific ones. Good morning. That's specifically for before noon, before 12 p.m.
Clear cut.
Yep. Then between noon and, say, 6 p.m., it's good afternoon.
Yeah.
And after 6 p.m., you switch to good evening.
Right.
And choosing the right one, it's not just about grammar. It immediately tells the other person, okay, this person gets it, they're present, they know the basic social rhythm.
It sets a good tone right from the start. Which brings me to another point, actually, from the guide. The power of a smile when you speak.
Oh, that's a great one. Often overlooked.
It really is. It genuinely makes your voice sound warmer, more inviting, even with just a simple good morning.
It does. You can almost hear it through the phone, can't you?
Totally. I mean, you can try it right now, listening, say hello, flat, then say it with a real smile. You feel the difference in your own voice, don't you?
You absolutely do. It projects warmth, openness, makes the greeting land better.
Definitely.
Now, of course, you will hear other things. More informal stuff like, hey, or what's up,
Oh, yeah, all the time in casual settings.
all the time. And they're fine, in the right context. But for learners, especially when you're building that confidence and want to sound natural but also appropriate,
Yeah.
sticking to those foundational ones, hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's really beneficial.
Why is that? Exactly.
Well, they're universally understood, they're rarely out of place, and they help you avoid those moments where maybe a what's up feels a bit too casual.
Okay. Reduces the risk of misjudging the situation.
Exactly. It just simplifies things while you're still getting a feel for those social cues.
That makes a lot of sense. Keep it simple, keep it effective, build from there. Okay, so you've nailed the greeting. What's next?
The introduction,
Yeah.
making your entrance, so to speak.
Right, putting a name to the face or the voice, making that shift from stranger to someone you can actually, talk to.
Precisely. And the guide highlights two main ways to do this, both really natural sounding.
Okay, what are they?
Well, the simplest, maybe most straightforward is, hello, my name is your name.
Classic.
Yep. Or another very natural option, often feels a bit more casual, is just, hi, I'm your name.
Right, like, hi, I'm Sarah, nice to meet you, something like that.
Exactly like that. Both work perfectly well.
So is there a subtle difference between my name is and I'm? Why might one feel, I don't know, slightly more common in just everyday chat?
That's a really good question. It kind of connects to the bigger picture of conversational flow in English.
No, how so?
Well, think about, hi, I'm your name. That I'm is a contraction of I am, right?
Right.
Native speakers use contractions all the time. It just makes speech quicker, smoother.
Oh, okay.
So while my name is perfectly correct and maybe a touch more formal,
Hmm.
I'm often just slots in a bit more easily into that casual speech rhythm because it is a contraction. It feels a bit more integrated, maybe, more relaxed.
Ah, I see. It flows a bit better in faster speech.
Kind of, yeah. And then, crucially, after someone introduces themselves using either method,
Yes.
the response, you need that polite standard reply. Nice to meet you.
Absolutely essential, isn't it?
Totally. It's like the verbal handshake. It acknowledges them, shows you're engaged,
Mhm.
establishes that mutual respect. Without it, the whole thing can feel a bit abrupt, left hanging.
Yeah, incomplete. It really is that social glue. Okay, but what if you've introduced yourself, said, "Hi, I'm Dave," and they just smile back but don't offer their name? Happens sometimes.
It does happen, yeah.
So how do you handle that? How do you gracefully ask for their name without sounding pushy?
Good question. The guide gives us a couple of clear, polite options for that exact situation.
Okay, lay them on me.
The most direct, universally understood way is simply, what's your name?
Straightforward.
Yep. Or if you want to dial up the politeness a bit, maybe add a touch more formality.
Like in certain situations.
Exactly. You could
Yeah.
use, may I know your name?
Ah, okay. May I know your name? Sounds quite polite. When would you typically choose that one over just what's your name?
Well, that really touches on navigating different social contexts.
Right.
What's your name?
Okay.
Is absolutely fine with people your own age, peers, in casual settings. It's efficient, no problem.
Okay.
But choosing, may I know your name, shows a bit more deference, maybe, or
Mm.
formality. Think about meeting someone significantly older, or perhaps a potential client, someone in a position of authority.
Ah, okay. So it signals a bit more respect in those contexts.
Exactly. It just subtly shifts the tone. It's like choosing the right tool for the specific job. Let's maybe walk through a quick example dialogue.
Yeah, good idea. Let's see how it fits together.
Okay, imagine person A starts, hello, my name is Ali. What's your name?
Okay.
Then person B might reply, hi, Ali, I'm Maria. Nice to meet you.
See, simple, flows nicely, name given, name asked for, polite response.
Exactly. All the pieces click into place. Respectful, natural.
Perfect. So, names exchanged, nice to meet you, done. What usually comes next? That almost automatic follow-up.
Yes,
How are you?
the classic. It's such a staple, but maybe often misunderstood.
I think so, yeah. It's not always a literal question about your deep feelings.
Right. So how should you respond? Our guide mentioned a few good options.
It did. You've got reliable choices like, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Or, I'm good, how about you? That how about you is important.
We'll come back to that. Any others?
Yeah, another natural one is, I'm doing well, thanks. All perfectly good, standard responses.
But you said it's often not a literal question.
Exactly. This is where that cultural nuance really kicks in. In many English-speaking contexts, how are you functions more like a conversational connector.
A social ritual almost.
Yeah, precisely. It's not usually an invitation to unload your entire life story, especially when you've just met someone.
Right, that could get awkward fast. It could. The general expectation is usually a brief, positive-ish response. Launching into a detailed account of your troubles might catch the asker off guard.
Because they weren't really asking for that level of detail.
Not usually in that initial exchange, no. And then crucially, after you give your brief answer, I'm fine, I'm good, whatever.
Yes. You mentioned the how about you part.
Yes.
Yes.
You absolutely need to return the question. The cultural expectation is strong on this.
Why is that so important?
It shows engagement. It signals politeness, good manners. It keeps the conversation balanced and flowing smoothly. Using phrases like, how about you, or simply, and you, is essential.
It shows you're actually participating in the exchange.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not just waiting for your turn to talk or we're just ending the conversation there. So tossing the conversational ball back keeps the game going.
That's a great analogy. The social contract of how are you demands you toss the ball back. Okay, so we've broken down greetings, introductions, asking names, the how are you dance.
Yep. Covered the key steps.
Now let's put it all together. See how these pieces form a complete, short, flowing conversation. This is where it hopefully clicks for you, listening at home, and you see how smooth it can sound.
Yeah, moment.
Exactly. Okay, let's walk through a full example. Imagine person A and person B meeting. Listen to the flow, the rhythm.
Okay.
Person A starts, good morning.
Person B replies, good morning.
Person A continues, my name is Alex. What's your name?
Person B says, I'm Maria. Nice to meet you.
Person A then adds, nice to meet you too. How are you today?
Person B replies, I'm good, thank you. And you.
And finally, person A concludes, I'm doing great.
See? It just works.
It really does. Smooth as anything.
And notice the building blocks. The greeting is returned. The nice to meet you is mirrored with nice to meet you too. The how are you is asked back.
That reciprocity is key, isn't it?
It absolutely is. It's not just about swapping information like names. It's about signaling mutual respect,
Yeah.
showing you're open to connecting. It's really the blueprint for countless successful little interactions every day.
Turning simple phrases into, yeah, actual human connection.
That's the goal.
Okay, that's a really solid foundation. But say you want to sound even more fluent, maybe add a bit more natural flavor in different situations.
Going beyond the basics.
Exactly. Our guide had a few extra phrases that can really help with that. Things that move you from just being understood to sounding, really native.
Nice. What are they?
Okay, first up, how's it going?
Yes. Very common.
A great informal alternative to how are you?
Right? Definitely. A bit more casual.
Then for that specific moment when you bump into someone you haven't seen for ages,
Oh, I know this one.
long time no see,
Perfect for that context. Really captures the feeling.
it does. And finally, if you want a more formal or maybe slightly more elevated alternative to nice to meet you,
You could use?
pleasure to meet you.
Exactly. Adds a touch of class, perhaps.
So let's unpack those a bit. How's it going versus how are you? What's the real difference in feel?
How's it going? Just feels a bit breezier, more casual. You probably wouldn't use it to greet the CEO in a formal meeting.
Right.
But it's perfect for colleagues you know well, friends, bumping into someone you know casually. It implies a slightly friendlier, less formal relationship already exists, maybe.
Okay. And long time no see.
Oh, that one's packed with emotion, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just stating a fact. It's like a verbal hug.
Uh-huh. Yeah, good way to put it.
It conveys the shared history, recognition, usually pleasant surprise. Seeing an old friend unexpectedly, wow, long time no see. It instantly creates warmth.
Definitely feels good to say and hear and pleasure to meet you. When does that fit best?
That adds a touch of maybe sophistication or just clear respect. You might use it in more formal introductory settings. Shaking hands with a potential new client, meeting someone important or influential for the first time.
So it elevates the politeness level slightly.
I think so, yeah. Understanding these little shades of meaning is really key to mastering the social side of English. Making your speech sound genuinely natural for the situation.
Not just correct, but appropriate.
Exactly. And that actually leads perfectly into another crucial tip for sounding natural.
Yeah. What's that?
Listening carefully to the music of English.
The music. What do you mean by that?
Well, English really does have its own rhythm, its own melody. It's about intonation, the way your voice rises and falls.
Okay.
And stress, which syllables or words you emphasize.
Ah, right. Like where you put the emphasis can change the meaning.
Totally. Take what's your name? If your voice goes up at the end, it's clearly a question.
What's your name? Rising.
Right. But if it falls, what's your name? Falling. It can sound almost like a demand, a bit abrupt.
Huh. Interesting.
Or even just hello. You usually stress the second syllable, hello.
Hello.
But if you stress the first H-E-L-O, it sounds a bit strange, maybe old-fashioned. Or if you make the O really rise, hello, it can sound like surprise or even doubt. Like, are you talking to me?
Wow. Okay. So the music really matters.
It really does. Mastering that cadence, that rhythm and intonation makes your speech sound much more native, much more engaging, and honestly easier for others to understand.
It's not just the words themselves.
Not at all. It's how you deliver them. So a great tip is to actively listen for these patterns in movies, podcasts like this one, conversations you overhear. Pay attention to the rise and fall.
That's a fantastic point. The music of English. I like that. Okay, so to help everyone listening kind of consolidate this, let's do a quick self-check.
Good idea. Reinforce the key points.
Think of these as quick recap questions for yourself. First one, how do you greet someone politely in the morning?
Pause for thought.
Got it. Okay, next, what's a simple, natural way to introduce yourself?
Pause for thought.
And finally, what's the standard polite response right after someone tells you their name?
Pause for thought.
How did you do?
Well, if you were thinking good morning, then either hi, I'm your name, or hello, my name is your name, and finally, nice to meet you, then you've absolutely nailed the core ideas.
Fantastic. You've really absorbed the key takeaways.
Ready to put it into practice.
Exactly. Which brings us perfectly to our practical challenge because, listening and understanding is one thing.
But doing it is where the learning really sticks.
Precisely. This is how you take all this information and actually make it part of your active, confident communication skills.
The bridge from knowing to doing.
Yes. So here's your challenge. Find someone, a friend, a family member, maybe even just practice in front of the mirror if you need to,
Whatever works.
and have a full, short conversation using these steps. Start with the right greeting for the time of day, introduce yourself, ask for their name, ask how they are, and remember to respond appropriately when they ask you back.
Mm.
The key is repetition. Do it a few times until it feels completely smooth, natural, automatic. Don't aim for perfection right away. Just focus on the flow.
That practice part is so, so important. You can think of it like building muscle memory, but for language.
That's a great way to think about it.
Because the more you consciously practice these little exchanges, the less you'll have to actively think about them when you're in a real conversation.
Right, they just happen naturally.
Exactly. They become automatic. And that automaticity is what frees up your brain to actually focus on the person you're talking to, on the content of the conversation, instead of worrying about the mechanics of what do I say next.
That makes a huge difference in sounding fluent and feeling confident.
It makes all the difference.
Well, there you have it. We've gone from those basic foundational greetings all the way through crafting a full, flowing mini conversation.
Covered introductions, asking names, the how are you exchange.
Yep, and even touched on those extra phrases and the music that adds that extra layer of naturalness. We really tried to pull out the most actionable stuff from our guide today.
Decoding those crucial first moments.
Indeed. So, as you go about your day, maybe interacting with people, here's something to maybe mull over, a final thought.
Okay.
It's just that this seemingly simple act, greeting someone, introducing yourself, it feels basic, right?
Yeah, pretty fundamental. But maybe it's actually one of the most powerful tools we have for just initiating human connection, for building bridges, really, whether it's in English or any language, across cultures.
That's a powerful thought. Don't underestimate the simple hello.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'd really encourage you listening to actively try out these skills. Don't just keep them theoretical. Use them. And maybe even just notice the difference it makes in how your interactions feel.
Be mindful of it.
Yeah. Embrace it as part of your ongoing journey of learning and connecting. Every polite, well-handled introduction isn't just small talk. It's potentially a doorway to a richer connection, a better understanding. It all starts there.